Welcome, everybody. It's another exciting edition of the Sports Fold. I'm your host, Luke. With me, as always, XFL Jim, Rock and Roll Matty Goldberg. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, boys?
How we doing? Jim, what's going on with you?
I'm living life to the fullest right now, Luke. We just had the UFL playoffs. I'm getting ready for my trip to St. Louis next weekend.
How excited,
excited.
are you?
Who's in the finals?
It's the San Antonio Brahmas versus the Birmingham Stallions.
So once again, AJ McCarron did not get the job done.
He even got hurt. It's not on his fault. He played pretty good.
Sure.
No, he actually, he was let down. The offensive line played the worst game they played all season. Receivers dropping balls, and then some really boneheaded coaching decisions.
Are you excited for Wade Phillips?
I'm excited for him. I saw someone post the stat. As a coach, this is the first championship game Wade Phillips has coached it.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
As a head coach.
Yeah.
What, didn't Marty Schottenheimer win an XFL or something?
No.
He once, I think he won.
Maybe USFL.
Or the Euro League.
Jim Mora did.
Okay. He won something somewhere, I think, like one of these spring
But good for Wade. Wade's been a coach, a very good defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Number one defense in the UFL.
Isn't his daughter live in Los Angeles, Matty?
What's up?
Wade Phillips' daughter, isn't she make her rounds in LA?
Right next door to where I used to live. Literally across the street from Andy Reid's old house.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I should have messaged it before the show, but I did put something in the group chat message, the text chain of the fun Saturday that I had. I should have said it before. It's like a 2-minute video, but it was very fun. It was a good time. Because
what is Birmingham? What's special about the Stallions?
Crazy, they're just good all around. They just nonstop. They've lost 3 games. Yeah, they've lost 4 games in 3 years. And they have one of the top offenses, the top overall offense. Some people
they're a USFL team, not an XFL.
Correct.
So we got USFL versus XFL.
I know who Maddie's going to be rooting for.
I'm rooting for San Antonio. I have a future placed on San Antonio. I have a 14-1 future on San Antonio, so I'm definitely not who I'm rooting for.
How much?
$100.
You hedging?
No.
Dude, Jimbo, hedge.
Maddie, I do not hedge.
Hedge 300, man.
I will not hedge, Maddie.
Okay.
I will not hedge.
You're crazy.
I still have got no information, no response from my media request for the UFL. So I'm just going in, no media credentials. So it's just going to be as a fan. It'll be a fun time.
This is bullshit.
I know, right?
You never know.
Shouldn't have to take that.
You might get a treat in the last second.
Listen, out of our thousands of fans out there, someone's got to have a connection out there.
You never know.
I wish. We'll see. I mean,
bullshit.
There's people I know that do have the connections, but I don't want them to risk them losing their connections vouching for me.
Dude, it's all or nothing. But you never know that you might have a connection.
They need to lay it on the line for you. This is where we make our stand.
This is the line in the sand.
This is it. This is the hill we're all going to die on.
Damn right. Maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll get credentials.
Has the Birmingham Stallions adopted Ween's trilogy of Stallion songs for their
Stallion?
That would be really cool. The cool tradition they have done is both championships in the USFL, they were chugging 40s after they won.
That's cool.
Which I'm always about that.
The fans?
No, the players.
Good for them.
It was awesome.
Like they turn into Stone Cold Steve Austin right
Well, I hope it's a big
final whistle.
I hope it's big ratings this weekend. I mean, they'll probably have to go up against either the NBA or the NHL finals.
So the game Sunday night did go up against the NBA finals and still got 1.27 mil.
Is that good?
That's pretty good. I mean, that's for the UFL. That's really good.
What do they expect for the championship? 4?
Probably not.
3?
Probably 2, maybe.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
The spring football leagues it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Why are you getting mad at me?
You have these weird expectations.
I'm a high, I'm an overachiever.
What do you think would get more ratings? UFL championship or Caitlin Clark playing hoops in her driveway?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Ooh,
she's killing it.
It does depend. So it would be going up against potentially a game 6 of the NBA Finals, I think.
I don't think
would be on Sunday.
I don't know if it will get to game 6. I think Luke is hurt. I think Luke is at like 60-70%, and it's killing the Mavericks.
And nobody else on that team can make a shot.
No.
I think Luka's always hurt.
It's like take Kyrie Irving out of it, and they're doing a good job on him. Like they don't have anybody that can really step up and really be a force.
But also credit to Boston. This is a really good team. This is like
it's
a well-built team. It's a great offense. I love watching it.
Very unselfish.
Very unselfish, and they get in a rhythm, and that's what allows people to.
Porzingis is a very unselfish player.
He might be hurt too.
Well, he's out, but I don't think it matters.
Well, he's always hurt. He's always going to be hurt.
Have they ruled him officially out yet?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I saw one comment is like having Porzingis on your team means you learn a lot about the human body.
Yeah.
Because he injured something in his knee that I can't even pronounce.
I read in an article they said he had a rare knee injury. Like
he's been doing that since he's a rookie. He just can't stay healthy.
It sounds like his injury could be his middle name. It's that kind of foreign sounding.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. What do you guys think so far? 2 games in. I mean, I feel like Denver could do something, but it doesn't seem likely at this point.
Yeah, the Celtics are the best team.
Dallas.
We didn't really know how good they were because they had an easy path, but they're just easily taking care of business. I mean, it doesn't seem like game 1 they didn't really have to sweat, and game 2, aside from a few moments being down, really wasn't much of a sweat. Never like in the fourth quarter where you like, oh my God, they're gonna lose. They kind of control the games. Like they are the puppet masters in this series.
Yeah, and they shot like shit the other night and easily won again. And so if you're like, that was the game to take if you're Dallas, and they couldn't. Kyrie,
Boston was missing the threes.
Has as good of handles as anybody in the league, is looking. Drew Holiday's just, everybody's poking the ball away from him. He's looking like an amateur out there compared to.
It's also interesting the Celtics put Drew Holiday under the basket when he's like a point guard, but they see like a weird mismatch where he can get inner scoring. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty creative.
No, and then when Porzingis is down there, even if you make it to the paint, he ruins your shot. Too.
He just can't stay healthy, but when he's healthy, they're unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean that's why he's like on his 4th team or something though too, because he can't stay healthy. Who knows? I don't know. It would be weird I feel it's weird for him if he wins this championship, because it's like you've just been injured your whole career, and then you like played 1 or 2, I don't know. Wouldn't
he played about half the season.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, he's missed like 2 series, and he comes out like as whatever, and then he's something else.
Yeah, it'd be like Zion winning a championship or something. It's just like, okay, whatever.
He's killing it though.
He's killing it. I mean, that's what you thought you were going to see this whole career,
I know, but he can't stay on the court. Kyrie's having a tough series.
Yeah, that's a problem too. I feel like if he could get cooking, this could be a very different series. But they're smart. They're just going, okay, Luka, you're going to get your points, but we're not going to compromise your defense for it.
They're tiring Luka out for sure. Like,
and all these guys, the rest of the team is like, they're out over their skis right now, like what they were playing with earlier on.
Sure,
the tenacity in the earlier rounds, but it just doesn't matter in this round because Boston.
It's hard to keep it up.
Last team.
Yeah,
it really is. I don't know. Maddie, are you excited as a Boston fan though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm not like super like it's not life changing, but it's exciting. I mean, they won 85, 80 or 84, 86.
Yeah.
2008 and now 2024. I mean, it seems like they win once every 20 years now. So I'm not the biggest Celtics fan, but I root for the Celtics. So I'm happy for them. And they're almost there.
Well, and I mean, but if they win, this is a team that's set up for a long run, though. Too. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with
Absolutely.
other teams, but this is a fucking great team, and to
Yeah.
you, if you can
Well,
assemble those kind of role players.
Danny Ainge was a very good GM, and he got Tatum, he got Jaylen Brown, and Brad Stevens is very good. Like Brad Stevens, everybody was like, can he make his mark in the NBA? He did as a coach. Everybody thought he was going to suck as a coach in the NBA. He did a
Yeah.
great job, and he's doing a better job even as a GM.
Well, speaking of college coaches going to the NBA, Dan Hurley not going to the Lakers.
Sticking around, baby.
It's like a
Spurring their
movie.
offer. It was for over $10 million a year for six.
Yeah, this is like
years.
a movie.
Yeah,
because it's like UConn, even though they're back-to-back national champs, they're still like it's like farmland compared to like you can go to LA and make all the money and all of this and that, and they throw shit. They probably threw hookers at them and blow, and it was like they probably were like you can live in like Malibu and a fucking and he like thought about it. He probably sat down with his family and they're like, well, we're just kind of like what we're doing in Connecticut.
He wants to win another one.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, okay, like anytime, like you're happy in life, right? Like if you're happy and you go, oh, okay, will this make me happier? I don't know. I don't know if his dream was to win an NBA championship as a coach, but
yeah,
I think Saban was very happy in Alabama. And he's like, after he tried the NFL a couple times or whatever, it's just like, you know what? This is fine.
Yeah. Didn't Coach K do this a bunch too, where he would like
he was offered
he was
the Celtics
going to the NBA maybe, and then use
he was
stay
offered a few times the Celtics and some other teams, but
I don't remember anything too serious though.
It was always rumors.
Yeah, but
it was always like Coach K rumored to go to the Celtics, the Lakers. Every time one of those big teams, there was always like a big college coach is rumored, and then it's like, well, your whole life changes. Can you coach grown men who make billions of dollars as opposed to 18-year-old kids is another question. So all these things come into effect.
Is JJ Redick back on the table then?
Probably.
I mean, that's what it looks like. But it's, the Lakers were looking forward to this like as something that will be going on post LeBron too. Cause it's like, if you have a good coach, you can build with that. I mean, if you don't have a good coach, your best bet is just a collection of.
There's also no guarantee that Danny Hurley would have come in there and made him champions. And he has to make them champions quick because LeBron is old. So, you have a ceiling of like, our 2 years, you want to be like a super contender. There's no guarantee. I mean, Billy Donovan is a good coach in college, was a decent coach in the pros, not amazing. I mean, I don't know. I
he's
think
still who's he got? Is he with the Bulls now?
I'm not sure. I remember as a kid, PJ Carlissimo was a very good college coach.
Yeah, he's the coach of the Bulls. Yeah.
Failed in the pros.
We got strangled.
Yeah. I mean, he just wasn't a good pro coach. He was a great college coach.
Well, it's when you're a college, and things are changing and it's not going to be like this, but when you're a college coach, you're dealing with players that aren't, weren't getting paid or are not getting paid to the level of pros. The egos are much less.
Yeah.
They'll listen more because you're part of their journey to get to the promised land. When you made the NBA, you are in the promised land, and those people are getting paid a lot of money and they don't give a shit about coaches. And I mean, I don't know. There's only a few coaches I've found in the NBA where I'm like, oh my God, this offense is great. This is everything just looks
Phil
good.
Jackson was the real deal, in my opinion. Can't take away with Phil Jackson.
I think Larry Brown was one of the best coaches I've seen. Popovich, of course.
Yeah.
But the rest of the league is just more of a star league.
Yeah.
As opposed, but I would have liked this for the Lakers.
Sure.
We'll see. I don't know. And speaking of Popovich, by the way, there's been reports that San Antonio is going into a win now mode, and they're actually going to try to get players because they think Wembanyama's like pretty much there already, and he's only going to get better, and they're going to try to find players that can help him win in the next 2 to 3 years here.
They should trade him and get a shitload of players. Just say
That's
fuck
the
it.
move. It's always just trade and get as many players as possible.
Right. Well, I think they've got a lot of draft picks and things, like they've got 2 top 10 draft picks this year that they could trade for somebody. I don't know. We'll see, but it'll be interesting though, because Wembanyama by the end of the year was so fucking good and was as advertised. So be exciting to see. Jim, your Miami Dolphins. Who's this Xavier Howard guy?
Oh, he's not with the Dolphins anymore.
Well, he's a Dolphins legend, though.
Yeah, he is. I loved X. I love Xavier Howard so much.
What was he play?
He was a cornerback. He was a great cornerback.
So what did he do? He made some headlines this week.
Yeah, a little revenge porn action, dude.
Oh,
man. I don't understand this, what I saw the thing. I didn't really understand what happened.
He sent like a bunch of pictures, I believe, of like an X or something.
So Maddie, if you could piss me off, I'm gonna send out the tapes of you and I in Vegas.
It sounds like a steel toe thing.
Well, this was like he was sending it to the girls' kids.
Yeah, he was like sending it to their like friends, family, kids, videos of him having sex with them, just like humiliate.
Like they didn't even know they were being recorded in the first place, let alone being sent to family members is pretty fucking sick. And this guy will probably not work again in the NFL.
Well, is he still playing?
He's I forget which team signed him.
Will he get fired from a team, or is it? I don't know how.
Probably.
He's a free agent now, so he's only 30 as well.
He was. Hey, what you can say about Xavier Howard, you can say a lot of people. A much better player than person.
Just like me.
Just like OJ.
OJ was a better person than a player.
That's just wrong. He was a great player, Maddie. Don't you take that away from him.
College. He had one good pro year.
When Maddie and I were in Vegas, we were like, we could see the Sphere out of our window.
Yep. The Dead.
It was insane. So the Grateful Dead were there.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently before that, though. And then it's like, so they'd have the steal your face thing going all over it. But Fish was there a little while ago. And there was a guy named Acid Farts.
Who?
Acid Farts. You don't know Fish fan Acid Farts?
No. Did he take acid?
He lit up a bong in the Sphere and immediately got like banned from, it's owned by the MSG group and everything. So he's banned from all these different places. But I love it. I think it's a fucking cool move.
I think it's a cool move.
But justice was served because they've revoked it after all the Fish fans were no way.
That's got to be like
Fish show without Acid Farts.
That's got to be like one of the top places to actually get high is the Sphere.
It's
made for getting high.
Yeah.
I'm friends with a guy who was at the Dead stuff and he did a lot of stories in it. It looks insane. Yeah.
Maddie, I was trying to get you to go because like during the day they do like these nature things or something.
Oh, they look so cool.
I know. Dude. I should have gone. I don't really do stuff though. It's like I rest and play poker but I should have done more stuff. But yeah.
No, next time I'm there, I'm definitely doing that. Like if I'm not going to a show there, I'm going to, because they'll do shit during the day. Like, so imagine watching one of those nature documentaries you'd watch at like 3 a.m. stoned, but like in the Sphere.
Yeah.
Fucking nutters. Maddie, what's going on in hockey?
The Panthers are up 2-0, and it's very much like basketball where the better, like the superstar players are on the Oilers, but the better team are the Panthers. And their goalie is just fantastic. Sergei Bobrovsky's let up 1 goal in 2 games against the high-flying Oilers who have a lot of star power. The Oilers are probably about a season away. They made a great run this year. It looks like the Panthers are going to win, but they've won 2 games at home, so It's much like the NBA where it's 2-zip.
But isn't hockey all about having that hot goalie?
Yeah, I mean, a goalie will take you to the promised land. A good team will too, but a combination, no doubt about it. And Sergei Bobrovsky is one of those journeymen. He's been on a lot of teams, and at 36, he's really coming into his own as the guy.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
strange.
pretty
It's
impressive.
a weird time to do it too.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But that's how it is. Tim Thomas on the Bruins was like that as well. Like he came into his own at an older age. Goalie's a thing where you can really find your prime. I think it's a psychological thing more than anything. So psychologically, you're on. You're on. So that's what in a nutshell, that's what the Stanley Cup is going on right now.
All right.
I wanted to bring this up when you were talking about getting banned from stuff, Luke. Did you see that Joey Chestnut is banned from the hot dog eating contest this year?
Well, he wasn't banned. It was his sponsorship is like with Impossible Foods.
Company.
Yeah, so they banned him.
Right, because it would be a conflict of interest because Nathan's Hot Dogs is a hot dog company. So you're having a competing sponsor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I still feel like if I'm Nathan's Hot Dog, I would still allow him to compete even if he's sponsored. I feel like just him competing at your event is a big enough.
No, I think it brings more excitement. I don't know what they do these days, but remember like Red Bull always have those like weird competition things. And like imagine somebody in there with a Monster Energy.
Yeah, but there's no one big enough that would be Joey Chestnut, like a comparison.
Yeah.
No, he's a legend, no doubt.
No, I mean it's a weird thing for them too, you know.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
I feel like some people tune in to like see if he'll break the record again.
Nope, not gonna do it.
Well, blame Nathan's. I mean, is it that important though?
I feel like Nathan's.
We're less than a month away.
The coverage Joey Chestnut would bring to it is worth the Impossible Food sponsorship deal.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and it's just stupid. It's stupid that you can have this sport sort of. You're like it would be like Nike having.
I
like the
equated it to
NBA
live.
is Nike, and then if you wanted to wear Adidas, you couldn't, and then you couldn't play.
I always kind of equated it when I saw the article today. I thought it was about it like with golf and live versus PGA.
Kinda, but no. I mean, I think golf. I think the golf thing can coexist. These are straight product.
True.
It's weird. It's a hot dog company that's throwing a competition.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know. It's dumb. It's probably
we're talking hot dogs here.
I don't know, but it's comparable.
I know it's Jim's language, but we're talking hot
Maddie,
dogs.
don't tell me don't disrespect Joey Chestnut like that. He's a GOAT. Greatest athlete of our time.
Fine.
Maybe should he just stream himself eating as many hot dogs
That is
as possible?
If I was Impossible,
I would
totally fucking do a simultaneous stream.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would do that.
Fucking awesome.
So I went to the rabbit hole of looking up his other contests and whatnot. I think the craziest, he ate a 72-ounce steak in 8 minutes.
That's insane.
Also 182 wings in 30 minutes.
But then he just vomits it out.
I don't think he does.
I think he does.
He's been on record like he doesn't.
No, you can't vomit. Like if you vomit stuff out, you lose in these things.
Yeah, but they don't know.
I think what they do is they fast.
So I watched a whole documentary about Kobayashi and whatnot.
Yeah.
So in the off season and whatnot, when they're like building up for these competitions, they're eating like a decent amount to like kind of expand their stomach and whatnot.
Right.
And then before the competition, they fast.
And then they just drink like gallons of water to
They drink so much water because
to keep their
so much sodium and everything too.
Expanded. Yeah.
Yeah.
My God. No, I used to for a while there. I was watching a lot of like, this guy just shows up to places and he takes on their food challenge. You know, there's a lot of shows like this.
Oh, like Man versus Food and shit.
Yeah, this one was called like Atlas or something. And just this dude, and you see him get fatter through the years too. Is really funny because he's like real built when they start the show, and then like by the end he's like really fat. But yeah, it's like you eat all this in 20 minutes or something, and it's like fascinating.
That's where Kobayashi was got me, because the dude is ripped. Like, he's actually like
Kobayashi's ripped.
Yeah, he is.
I'm ripped too.
He always was. Like, he was always
You
pretty
can
skinny.
be. I mean, I've seen some where like there's these women that are petite.
Oh yeah, I know the ones you're talking about. They're crazy.
Yeah, and they compete, and it's like it's just a matter of like, if you fast a day or for a day before or something, all the calories are going to balance out at some point. Yeah.
Here's my favorite one. I'm just imagining the farts he rips afterwards. 141 hard-boiled eggs.
This is a classy show, buddy.
141 hard-boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
This is a classy show, Jim.
Maddie, farts are classy.
Maddie, we've already discussed acid farts. These are just normal
reminds me of when I was doing a radio show in Baltimore, like one of those radio, like you're on the road and they make you do the shock show.
The morning zoo.
Yeah. So I went with this other guy. I was the opener and he was the headliner. But they liked me, so they're like, you should come on. So the DJ was like, we got a message from he used to play his farts on the radio.
His own farts?
Yeah.
So my buddy Rusty records his farts and be like, one Thanksgiving, we all got stoned, a bunch of us, and we just listened to him play his farts nonstop.
Exactly. So this guy was like, so-and-so, some woman in whatever, Silver Springs, Maryland, says my farts are offensive. He's like, Maddie, do you think my farts are offensive? And he plays like 10 in a row. And I'm like, yeah, some of them are. Not all of them, some of them. That was my answer.
Do you guys think you could do 25 and a half ice cream sandwiches in 6 minutes?
Oh, yeah. No.
Also, brain freeze.
That's what I was thinking. Like, how do you counteract the brain freeze there?
Yeah, that's the worst part of it.
He's not dead.
God, I wonder if he lets him melt a little bit or how he counteracts that. That's fucked
32
up.
Big Macs in 38 minutes. That's the last one I'll say. It's like a Big Mac a minute almost.
Okay, I would immediately go sit in a sauna too, because you got to sweat out all that sodium.
You got to sweat it out.
Holy shit.
These are nuts.
Well, speaking of people getting left out of competitions, Caitlin Clark.
Hey, that's
not going to the Olympics.
Right there.
There you go.
I love it. We got a good Jason Whitlock out of it too. Jason Whitlock is the polar opposite of Jamel Hill.
Did he get some takes?
He said it was a gay black mafia.
The
most tried to get in the gay black mafia, right?
The most dangerous mafia.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they wouldn't let you in. I don't know. I think this is a trip. I saw it was Rich Eisenhead. I'm sorry, I forget the lady's name, but she's covered female basketball ever since the Olympics in '92, when nobody would come to these things and no one was covering it. And she thinks this is the dumbest shit on the planet because that's all anyone cares about. She had people texting her from different countries saying they were looking forward to seeing her in the Olympics, and this happens. And stat-wise, they say she's better than Diana Taurasi already. So
I mean, she's better than Diana Taurasi was as a rookie.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if she's better
than her now.
I don't know if she's better. I don't know about that.
Like assists and points and things like that.
Yeah, but she's also like crazy with turnovers.
Sure, but this is if these ladies want to get paid and they finally have a superstar,
it is baffling.
That's valid. Like, you could take her for the views and whatnot. You could also argue that she would potentially be a giant distraction for the team while over there. And I don't know if she would want to be that.
No matter what.
They'll win no matter what. Also, she would barely play, though. Like, she probably wouldn't play.
Well, except they'd probably this team is like lost once in like 30 years in Olympic competition, I think. So she would probably play. Even if she's the last person coming off the bench.
How many times do they usually let a rookie on?
I don't know. So yeah, there is that to contend with, but I mean, I know names now that I didn't know at the beginning of this WNBA season because of her. And I'm probably not going to watch the Olympics without her.
She for sure brings the level of views like up.
Yeah, you can't really help that, but I mean, look, you should have brought her on the team, but whatever. They don't want her. The girls don't like her for some reason. They really don't.
If I'm her, I'm also maybe welcoming the break because I always forget that like the women's basketball season starts like it feels like 2 weeks, like right after the college basketball season.
Right. She has not had a break.
No.
Because Iowa played summer ball last year.
Yep.
She's been playing basketball for basically a full year.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe she doesn't want it, like maybe in her mind, I don't know.
Listen, if Christian Laettner made the dream team.
That was the thing, too.
Yeah.
I just rewatched I Hate Christian Laettner, and they talked about it and how pissed everybody was. So, like, if she
Isaiah Thomas didn't make it, but Christian Laettner was there.
Well, there would be people that would be mad at her for making it. So it's like, there'd be the same amount of people that would be mad that she didn't deserve to make it.
They're going to be mad at her anyways. They're just mad. Whatever.
She is top 5 in 2 categories on the season.
That's quite good, don't you think?
She's a rookie. Rookies take time.
Right.
She's under an incredible microscope here. Insane microscope.
But she's already top 5 in 2 categories, and
where they want her to be like 30, 10, 10 already. It's not going to happen that fast. There's a lot of good players that have a tough rookie season, and then they get it.
Yeah, and I think that she's still doing great as a rookie.
There's a lot of hatred towards her. Sadly, there's a lot of hatred towards her. That's unwarranted.
By a lot of people who are going to benefit from this.
Exactly. I don't think she's a bad person. That's the other thing. Like, I think she seems like a very lovely person and very kind. And that's what's crazy.
She hasn't. I only know Angel Reese because Angel Reese mocked her after they won.
I know.
And that was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
It was great. And it's set up. And now you're interested. You want to see the storyline through.
I wish she would keep mocking her. Like, I feel like you got to go full bore. You got to go full heel if you're going to be against her.
Caitlin's beat her the last 2 times, so.
Yeah, you still have to go full heel if you're going to go against her, though.
Well,
they wanted to beat her bad the last time. They lost her by 1. So, but she is the most polarizing person in sports right now. Like, she's the most.
What's funny is though, it's like 95% people love her and find her intriguing, and the only people that hate her are in the WNBA.
There's a lot of comments that are against her, though. I read that are for the other girls, but very few. It's like 10%.
So misguided and stupid, though. I mean,
there's the things like when the girls pushed it, or like, yo, she's soft as fuck. I'm like, okay, that was a dirty hit, but whatever. I mean, that's how you feel.
This is like, I mean, when LeBron came into the league, it was like that too. A lot of everybody, he had so much hype.
Yeah, Jordan too. Jordan, they wanted to knock around a little. Bryce Harper, I remember when he came in the MLB, guys would throw at him.
Well, he actually had an attitude.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark's just like going, oh, it's just a sport. Like, we're like
she
everything.
She truly
every
loves
time they
basketball.
try to question her on these snubs or these dirty fouls, she's just like, it's just part of the game. It's okay.
Well, I know it bothers her, but she's saying the right things.
But she is saying the right things, and she's not.
Because if she says the other thing, it's just gonna explode. It's like the more they do to you, the more you act above it.
Yeah, I mean that's what stars do, though, too.
Mm-hmm. They don't let it show it bothers you, but it does bother her. I can tell.
Never. I don't know, but I won't give a shit about the Olympics.
They should get Draymond Green to join the team and just beat the shit out of the girls that attack her. That'd be awesome.
That would be funny. I don't know.
It's a slow sports time. I guess
it is. There's not
Euro Cup is coming. I'm excited for that. So
are you really, Maddie? Are you?
Yeah, I am.
You're a big Euro Cup guy.
I watch all the games. I'll bet on all the games. So suck it.
Euro Cup guy. Yeah, I believe that.
Dude, how dare you? How fucking dare you?
Man, you guys are like Angel Reese and Caitlin.
You don't know nothing about me. You don't know what I eat for breakfast.
What's your go-to breakfast, Maddie?
Probably nothing.
I got Dean.
It's got to be water now.
I got Dean Blandino to make me a whole fucking thing about breakfast items.
What do you mean, Dean Blandino?
Oh, really?
He's on Cameo. I got a cameo from Dean Blandino like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
I didn't see this. You didn't share this with us.
It's on. I'll share it with you guys afterwards.
Remember, we're number one here, Jim.
It's no Vince Neil cameo. Hey,
yeah,
Jim. 28. Yeah, cool.
It's a little bit more affordable. I think Dean Blandino was only like $30.
Yeah, I think
Dean
Vince Neil was like
Blandino.
200.
Who's the other guy that does the it's Dean Blandino, and then who's the other
for the UFL? It's Mike Pereira.
There's Mike Pereira. There's one other guy.
Oh, who's the guy that did it for like college basketball and whatnot?
No. It's the.
Is it the NFL?
It's the NFL. Like
another. Are you sure it's not Mike Pereira? Or are you talking about Gene Steratore?
Gene Steratore.
Love Gene Steratore.
Who do you like better?
Out of who?
Dean Blandino or Gene Steratore?
Oh, Steratore.
Yeah, dude. Classic Steratore.
Classic.
I do give there was it was actually a really fun.
Who bought it for you? Did you buy it for yourself?
I bought it.
You bought your own cameo from Dean Blandino?
We went on a tangent on one of the shows that I'm on. It's called Brunch Time Betting. And we just went through like a cameo rabbit hole for a little bit. I was like, holy shit, Dean Blandino's like $30. So he does the rules and whatnot for the UFL. I was like, let's just get Dean Blandino to do a cameo about his favorite brunch item. And then also talk about Danish women's handball. And we did.
That's fantastic.
He did. He went all in. I'll send you guys the link afterwards, but I definitely got my money's worth.
I went to brunch this weekend. I brought my wife there. And
what's your go-to brunch item?
I don't normally do breakfast or lunch brunch, any of that, but I decided to be decadent because it was restaurant week, so you got a much cheaper menu than normal. I got a French toast, and it was fantastic. Funny thing is we ate at this restaurant called Alice B, right? It's female owned, Palm Springs, very LGBTQ plus friendly here. And so there's these paintings of two people on the wall, and I go, who are those two dudes in those paintings? And they go, oh, that's Alice B and Gertrude Stein. And I'm like, oh. They're like, don't worry, they do look like men in these portraits for some reason. So I didn't get like driven into the turf for that, luckily. But
no, they blame the artiste.
That's what she said. She's like, I love this artist, but for some reason this depiction just looks like bad. So
I'm a big Eggs Benedict guy.
I love Eggs Benedict.
Sorry, it's gonna pee, guy.
All right, Maddie, enjoy your piss. What are you gonna go to East St. Louis when you're there?
I think I'm staying in East St. Louis.
Oh, that's like supposed to be really ghetto and fun.
Casino there. Yeah, I'm staying at a casino across the river. But someone informed me that like the casino is actually in a pretty nice spot.
Okay, and I guess East St. Louis is like when St. Louis closes, you go to East St. Louis because it's like open till 4 or something.
That checks out. I think it's in a different state technically, isn't it? It's like in Illinois or something.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like parts of St. Louis or Illinois. It's weird.
Okay.
This is my first time going. To St. Louis. So we're gonna make the road trip on Friday. It's I'm still debating whether or not I'm gonna try and see if I can look at what a press badge looks like and see if I can Photoshop something up. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time this week.
You just have to nod and go, I'm with the press. You
I just have to
show them anything.
No, I just have to get the badge. You have to have like a lanyard and badge. That's the only thing I've seen. But I don't know if it has to be like specific or you just have to like have it on you.
Right. Does it have like a barcode or something that they scan? And
I think it just has your name and like it's like the one that I did for the CFL. It was just your name, your picture, and then what company you were with, and that was it.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So I think next week we're going to start covering the Who Killed the WCW.
I'm hyped.
So that's our Dark Side of the Ring boys working with
the
Rock.
First one, it was really good.
On this one, it was really good. So we'll cover the first episode. We'll do it.
A lot of fascinating stuff.
Is that on Vice too?
Yeah, same guys.
Same guys with the Rock.
It's like the Eric Bischoff story is part 1, which is very wild how he got into wrestling.
Bischoff's another one of those guys. I did not really care for him. As a personality on the TV, but now like when his storytelling, now I'm interested.
But you gotta understand, he has no business being in the wrestling business when you watch this.
Oh, okay. Even better.
I won't. Oh, you want me to keep it secret?
Keep it secret, Maddie. Don't let him know. We'll discuss it all next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim, you want to cover it?
Path.
I'm here for it.
Okay, Jim is here for it. All right, so that's a abbreviated summertime edition of the Sports Hole. We'll see you guys next week, covering more NBA championship, more Caitlin Clark. I'm sure somehow she'll make the
UFL championship.
UFL championship. Jim,
I'll tell you this: there could be a big, very easily that the NBA, the NHL, and the XFL or the UFL will all be over by next show.
There's a
so
shot.
You better get the Euro Cup because that's all we'll have. That baseball.
Euro Cup.
CFL, Maddie. CFL week 1 is behind us, so now we're in the CFL already.
Cup. Plus, we're really like a month and a half away from the NFL. Like,
yes.
Training camp, which is crazy.
When does Hard Knocks start? When do we get episode 1 of Hard Knocks?
First week of August.
We're in OTAs right now. So I like that's the big.
Oh, you know, it's
stories now, like who's not reporting to OTAs.
Yeah.
You know,
he's getting high as fuck.
We didn't cover is one story. The Darren Waller, who seemed kind of like he was in his prime just 2 years ago, retired. He got divorced. He's an odd guy. He had a bad drug problem. He got clean. He became a star in Las Vegas with John Gruden. Then Josh McDaniels traded him to the Giants. He had a very mediocre year last year, hurt, and then he retired. And it's like he can still play. There's something wrong with him. I don't know what's going on with the guy. Oh, he
was only married for like 1 year.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
That is bizarre.
Yeah,
maybe he should get back into drugs.
Probably.
Yeah, he wanted to devote more time to drugs.
He might have relapsed.
So he was married to a WNBA player.
Las Vegas Aces player.
Kelsey Plum.
Yeah.
Wow. That would have been an amazing athlete.
I wonder if we'll make a comeback. But Giants, they thought like, oh my God, we got this star player that the Raiders gave away.
Yeah.
But there's probably a reason why the Raiders gave him away for nothing.
Oh, you never know. And I always applaud some of these guys for just saying, I've made enough money. I want to be able to walk and remember my kid's name.
Meanwhile, Travis Kelce's out there being like, wear me down to the bones, baby.
Yeah, I saw that. He's just like, yeah, come on. He's 35 now.
This lady's coming over to jump over a puppy. So,
all right.
Is that a euphemism?
We'll wrap it up, and we'll see you guys next week for another exciting edition of the Sports Hole. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she's dropping over the puppy, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Drop that puppy.